Okay, so what happens with this? We found ourselves in the East Bay Vivarium. It's a store in Berkeley that has frogs and turtles and all kinds of stuff in it, but mostly snakes. Huge snakes, like a Gila monster, giant reptiles of all different varieties. And we just went in there because it was a free place to go with kids. And I saw a sign there, $5 for you to pick up and hold a snake for a while. And the girls were like, $5, let's do it. Sure, fine. $5, and we got a ball python to borrow, and we put it around my middle daughter's neck. And this girl spent a lot of her life a little bit jacked up. She's this very high-strung sounds not the right word. She's just feels things more acutely. Life is additionally stimulating to her. So we put this ball python around her neck, and she instantly relaxes and centers herself. It's this really weird effect. I whipped out my camera to take a picture of this child so happy with this big snake around her neck. It made her feel so much less nervous about everything in her life. Just for that time, for that 5 minutes that we had with the snake. And from then on, when can I have a snake? I want a snake. I want a snake. I want a snake. And I was like, ew, God, no, gross. Because you have to take mice and feed them. Like gross. I mean, these. You will walk, for example, into the East Bay Vivarium, and there'll be somebody with chicks throwing live chicks into 100 different cages, and you hear the beep, 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 beep of these innocent little chicks hopping around a python, and gross, gross, no, 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 no. And then I found out about what's called a hot dead mouse. I was looking at there's a little sign that says what each snake eats, and I was like, all right, I give. What's an HDM? It's a hot dead mouse. You can buy in bulk frozen mice and thaw them out in hot water, and you can dangle them in front of the snake, and the snake will eat. It will pretend that it's alive, and the snake will constrict it and eat it, and you never have to witness rodent death. Sold. I was totally sold. And so I told G if she saved up her money, we'd get her a snake. We looked into it, and ball pythons are pretty much a pain in the butt. They are very tropical, so they have to get something that's it has to be hotter, it has to be wetter. It's not really reasonable for a first-time snake owner. But we found out about corn snakes, and we learned about sun-glow corn snakes in particular. She loves. Here comes one out of my hair. See that? There you go. She really enjoys the sun-glow corn snakes. They're a little more spazzy than ball pythons. Ball pythons are called that because they curl up into a ball. But the sun-glow corn snake really, it was a possibility for us. It's from temperate regions. It's from the U.S. It's from the South. So maybe people in Florida have seen this in their highways. I don't know. But we found Slinky, and she saved up her money, and she bought Slinky. He cost $100, and she saved up all the money, and he lives in our house now, and we've gotten so attached to the Slinks. We love him. I cannot believe I'm saying this about a rodent. That's Slinky. When he shed, we were all just like nervous as little, a whole bunch of nervous Nelly grandmas around the cage watching him shed, and then we helped him take a special bath to get his incomplete shed off of him. Every Friday morning, we thaw out a mouse, which is far less disgusting than I thought it would be, and we dangle it in front of him, and he gets so excited. He perks up and he wraps his body around it and he kills it because he's not 100%, totally clued into the fact that mice sometimes come in the alive variety. And he sniffs around it for a while and eats it, and then we wait for 2 days. If you don't, he throws up, and we learned that the hard way. Wait for 2 days, and then you can start holding him again. And every time he's around my middle girl's neck, it's just so centering and wonderful. So Slinky's a great addition to our family, and I can't believe that I am saying that, but we have our own family reptile. Right, bye.